Hey guys, what is going on? Robrigo here with the noobs, and today I'm going to talk you through Rainbox Six Extraction, what it's all about and how to play it, including some information on the buddy pass. I'll put timing links in the description if you want to jump to a certain topic in the video. So Rainbox Six Extraction is a cooperative multiplayer game, and it can support up to 3 players. You can play this solo with squad mates you know, and you can also play with random players through matchmaking. The main purpose of this game is to enter into a location infested with aliens and complete various objectives. Each time you play, you'll be in one of 12 containment zones, and these are set in various locations across the USA. Once you enter into one of these containment zones, you'll be assigned an objective. And at the moment there's at least 13 different objectives that you can be randomly assigned as a team or as a solo player when not in a squad. And these range from things like extracting materials from computer terminals, scanning areas or detonating alien hives, through to saving mission operators and hunting down an elite Archean, which is the name of the in-game enemy. Complete the objective and then choose to either extract or proceed on to the next objective. Proceeding will take you into the second of 3 interconnected subzones, part of the overall zones that I mentioned. The further you proceed, the more difficult the game becomes. The idea of progressing further into additional subzones is that the rewards you receive will be greater than just extracting after completing one mission, such as better intel. There's 3 subzones in each containment area, and you can complete all 3 or extract after just completing 1 or 2 of them. And your match will then end and you can proceed to matchmake again or take a look at your progression, operators and tech. You'll be able to select and play as one of 18 operators in-game, and they form the React team. Each of these 18 operators is unique, whether that's different gadgets or weapons. For example, the Dock operator has a special ability to fire a stim pistol, which can heal 15 health points at a time, and he can also revive himself or his teammates when downed. Whereas another operator like Pulse can detect VIPs, missing in-action operators, as well as nest through walls using a scanner. So there's lots of variation, and the key is to have a good blend of skills and weapons. A point to mention here is that not all operators will be available straight away, and you'll need to unlock some of them by reaching milestones. If you're playing in a squad, you won't be able to select the same operators either, ensuring that each player is using a different one. If a player playing as an operator gets downed by one of the aliens in a match, then that operator will become missing in action or injured, and so you'll not be able to play as that operator until you rescue them in an extraction mission. This can be achieved by playing another match and being dealt that particular mission. You'll also have access to the Tech tab, and here you can use in-game tokens that you get from progressing through the game to develop better tech, such as field walls, grenades or claymores. There's a lot of similarities with Rainbow Six Siege and Extraction, and players are able to do things like reinforce doors or windows, shoot through walls, and send out recon drones to scout an area for alien activity. You can also use the ping system, and this is much like systems in other first-person shooters, to let your team know of any threats or key things like ammo or medkit locations. The enemy you'll be up against are known as Archeans, as I mentioned, and there's lots of variations of alien that you may face. As you can see on screen, enemies range from sowers, who can create a blinding effect, or bloaters, who can create a toxic effect, through to an apex, who can call on other Archeans to fight by its side. If you do see an apex, then focus on taking them down first, to limit the effect of them calling other aliens to the fight. The toughest aliens that you'll face in this game are known as Proteans, and you'll likely come across them in a place called the Singularity. Proteans are Archean variants that have adopted the form of React operators, and will at times have the ability to mimic operators' behaviours, so do be very careful if you come against this particular variant. You'll often find that many areas of whichever map you're on are covered in something called Sprawl, and this is basically a messy alien form that slows down players whilst simultaneously increasing the power and volatility of the enemy aliens present within it. You can, however, try and reduce the sprawl by shooting at it. Also, your health isn't going to automatically regenerate in this game, nor your ammo count, so finding health packs as well as ammo around the map is incredibly important in order to succeed. You'll also be able to top up your resources in the containment lock, and this is the area that you must pass through to access the second and third subzones if you choose to do this rather than extracting. One of the key in-game tactics is to avoid alien detection if possible. Being detected leads to an alien outcry for reinforcements, and this inevitably makes your job of completing the given objective a lot harder, so do try and be discreet if you can. You can sneak up on aliens and perform takedowns if they have not spotted you. Now, one of the really unique aspects of this game is that you can benefit from something known as the Buddy Pass, so let's talk a little bit about how that works. A very important point to call out before we get into the Buddy Pass, however, is that just prior to launch it has been announced that to ensure a smooth rollout for all players, Rainbow Six Extraction's Buddy Pass program will be delayed until shortly after launch, as you can see from the update on screen. So while I'll still talk you through how this system will work once it goes live, you won't yet, at the time of releasing this video, be able to see or use it in-game. The pass, which you'll get if you own the full game, allows you to invite up to 2 friends to join your squad who don't own the game using 2 buddy tokens. You can select up to 2 friends from the in-game menu, sending them an invitation to join your squad, and once there you can send them one of your Buddy Pass invitations. This allows them to join you even if they don't have the full game. The important point to note here is that this free access period will last for 14 days. If you want your friends to play with you via the Buddy tokens, then they first need to download and launch the trial version of the game on their applicable storefront. Once they are in game and have joined your squad, you'll then be able to send them that Buddy Pass invitation. If you don't own the game, you can play via the Buddy method that I just mentioned, or you can download a trial version of the game on any platform, and this will allow you to play for 2 hours. You can also combine these offerings, so if you don't own the game and you've played one of your 2 free hours on the trial, and then a buddy invites you to play with one of their tokens, then your 2-hour free trial will be paused while you take advantage of the 14 days playing in a squad with them. Once the 14 days is over, you'll still have 1 hour left as part of that trial period. The important point to mention about the 14 days free is that you can only use it when playing with the buddy who invited you, so you're playing in their squad. Now this is not 14 days of playtime. The Buddy Pass invitation will expire 14 days after initial activation. I'll put a link to the full FAQs and info on the Buddy Pass in the description below. Oh, and one other point, crossplay is enabled in this game. So just to reiterate that point, that this Buddy Pass system will not be available upon launch, but the devs have said it should be available shortly after launch. And on a high level, that's everything you need to know about Rainbow Six Extraction. It's a super fun game and not like anything we've really seen before. It's really customizable and the missions are fun, scary and quite engaging too. But let me know in the comments what you think of it and what you're looking forward to trying in game. If this guide helped you out, then subbing would be really appreciated. Take care guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.